Saving Private Ryan was a film directed by Steven Spielberg and is set during World War II. The film specifically takes place during the invasion of Normandy. After learning that 3 out of her 4 sons have died during battle, the mother of Private James Ryan asks that her last son be found and brought back home. Played by Tom Hanks, the main character is Captain John Miller, and the story is about him and his men as they go behind enemy lines to recover Private Ryan. In the film, the director tries to expose how harsh and cruel war really is. From the first opening scene, he paints a picture of violence and chaos. In an interview with CNN, Spielberg was quoted as saying, "I wasn't going to add my film to a long list of pictures that make World War II to be a glamorous and romantic war." I believe Spielberg achieved his goal of showing how violent and evil war is by the vulgar and gruesome scenes in the movie. When it comes to historical accuracy, Saving Private Ryan is fairly accurate to World War II. A lot of movie critics praise Saving Private Ryan for its opening scene at the Battle of Normandy. Some say the scene is a perfect depiction of the actual battle. The scene really captures how graphic and horrific the war was. Additionally, the film was also accurate when it came to relief for families. The government would offer relief for families who had previously lost a family member by sending any surviving family members home. Also, the planes and other props to use in the movie were also accurate with what it was actually like in the war. The only real error in the movie is that the soldiers would travel by day, but in actuality, the soldiers on retrieval missions would travel by night. Finally, the cemetery shown in the movie is the actual cemetery in France. The cemetery is also known as the Normandy American Cemetery. Being that the movie was filmed in 1998, the director was able to have more freedom with how graphic he wanted the movie to turn out. World War II movies are traditionally made to make American soldiers look innocent and as the clear-cut good guys, but instead of going the traditional route, Spielberg makes the movie much more realistic by showing both good and evil in American soldiers. For example, there's a scene where some soldiers have the option to spare 3 German soldiers' lives who have given up their weapons. Instead of sparing the men's lives, the American soldiers mock their cries for forgiveness and continue to shoot the men down. Also, the film almost received an NC-17 rating, which means it couldn't have been shown in theaters due to the graphic content. But since it was 1998, the audience was most likely used to graphic movies, and it was only rated R. This is due to the fact that it was filmed in the 90s, and that's the time when movies began to become more violent and graphic overall. Saving Private Ryan was a great representation of what World War II was like because of its realistic scenes and images.